Greetings, y'all. Get in here. Get in here. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. I have a very special client coming in today. She is not new, honey, to the holistic approach for her hair, skin, and nails, and she's loving it. She's another one that'll never go back to using conditioner. And I know it's uncomfortable because we think we need conditioner, but you don't. So I'm gonna just do some showing and proving today here at Tanya Does Hair. Again, I am Miss Tanya. What's up, Bishop? Your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner. I'm about to take natural hair to smooth, sleek, and really she's not gonna leave me curled today. The holistic approach is what's cracking. That is what's up if we really want healthy hair. That's what we need to be doing if we really want our hair to move, right? If we really want to sheen instead of shine, because you got to use oil to get shine. But if you got sheen, that means that's your natural sebum. So I did want to make one small advisement. Bishop tried, y'all know what it is, right? Can y'all post the rules about the comments that Miss Tanya don't entertain? I don't entertain anything rude, distracting, or disruptive. And if I catch anybody leaving any disruptive, rude, or distracting comments, guess what's gonna happen? Miss Tanya has rules to her, actually my entire life. My whole life is regulated now. So there's rules to my game, and everybody just can't do what they want to do with me. Have y'all regulated yourselves and established rules? Or y'all just let anybody do any old kind of thing to y'all? Especially those of you that stand behind the chair. Don't be letting clients just do whatever they want to do. I don't. I'm telling my clients, no. But the holistic approach is the new evolution and really revolution for healthier, softer hair. I'm gonna stop saying healthy because I don't know what that means. People that use conditioner say their hair is healthy. People that use a protein treatment will say that their hair is healthy. But it don't be doing that. It don't be doing this, So I decided to call mine something different, which is holistic hair. And what holistic means, it has nothing to do with no chemicals. That's the lie that the natural community tells. They forever making off like their stuff ain't got no chemicals in it. And understand, I used to be a starter over in the natural tribe. I called myself a natural hairstylist for 16 years here in Denver. But guess what that really meant? I don't know about anyone else. I can only talk about myself. That meant I didn't really know what I was doing. I was trying to apply what I had learned in beauty school on some mannequins onto black hair. I don't care what climate you're in. Where does that work? So I had to do some research, y'all. Y'all wonder why. Like, how Miss Tanya know so much? Because I done did the research. Why do we make this ugly face when we're putting eyeliner on? Like, wait up. Clearly, you ain't did no research if you're still using conditioner, because that means that you still think that you need it, and you don't. Now, I know that may hurt, where you may be like, what? What? She don't know what she's talking about. Is it me that really don't know what she's talking about? Because I can't wait till later on down the line in the road when everybody's going to be like, Miss Tanya, how did you know all of this? I'm going to be like, how come y'all didn't know all this? I'm the one that was ditching. I'm the one that works by herself and don't work in a salon. I'm the one that should have been slow with all this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be like, how come y'all didn't know? How come y'all didn't know you didn't need conditioner? How come y'all didn't know that you don't need heat protectant? How come y'all didn't know that you don't need no oil to get this halo situation in your hair? I thought I needed all that, but I took the time to sit my butt down. That's something that a lot of women of color refuses to do, is sit their butts down and read, instead of listening to what social media is repeating, which are nothing but rumors, instead of actually doing the holistics. So I'm proud of myself for not listening to what others here in my community is talking about. Like, if I've been called 3 salons acting like a client. And I've told the stylist that I'm having excessive hair loss and I'm losing my hair. And do you know what all 3 said I needed? They said I needed a protein treatment. Guess what? Public service announcement. Protein does not reverse hair loss effects. Even if you do give a protein treatment, keratin treatment, or a relaxer with a spit of gasoline, you're still going to have hair loss effects, because those are not what causes you to lose your hair. So it surely can't really fix it, right? Right. So I've learned that hair loss is a scalp problem. And this is an area that beauty school never talked to me about. I went. Some of y'all didn't go to beauty school, so let me peep game with you. Let me do some peekaboo. First of all, we practiced on mannequins. And if anybody out there tries to say that you practiced in beauty school on a human head, you are lying. You got all your theory, which is the initial education and practical performances, on a dummy. And then I thought that I could use those same tools and them same products on people of color. No wonder I was struggling. No wonder I had all kind of openings on my books. No wonder I was only making $2,000 to $4,000 a month, and that's pennies compared to what I make now, that I don't do nothing that beauty school taught me. Listen, we're supposed to get out of beauty school. Aren't we supposed to further our education? Or are we supposed to stay stuck doing the same thing that beauty school taught us how to do years ago? I got stylists yelling at me, I've been doing hair for 20 years and you still using conditioner? That's like us still doing subtraction and addition as adults. Haven't we evolved? Aren't we supposed to get out of school and do better? Ain't we supposed to get out of school and find better? So I've done my part. I've paved into the concrete here in Denver. I've done the research, I've done the tests and the studies that all have proven that I had everything all wrong. Ignoring the scalp, braiding hair without trimming the ends. That ain't gonna do nothing but make the client struggle. I'm so busy getting the money that I was not paying attention to what was happening to my clients. So here she go. So we're gonna take a quick intermission break. I go escort my clients in and out, so I'll be right back. Y'all go get some water, and I'll be right back. This is Tanya. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, okay, did you get inside? Good. Okay, I'm coming to get you right now. Alrighty. Bye. I'll be right back. Welcome back home.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
He bypassed his exit. That's what took me.
Oh yeah, it's easy to do because it's so quick.
Right.
Coming off the 25.
And I wanted to tell him something. I said, no, hush your mouth, Pat. Don't say nothing.
Do you mind if we go live today during your session?
Oh, no.
Of course, I do not expose anybody to see your face.
We're supposed to do color today.
Oh, that's okay. That's
Okay.
fine. Come on down.
But what?
We're covering grays today, which is so okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let me get started real quick. So how was your weekend?
Busy, but it was fine.
Was
Yeah,
it?
it was fine.
Sweating, huh?
I tell you, oh God.
That's all right. I tell us, even though we're poofy, right? We're still manageable.
Right.
Ooh,
Exactly.
you are not
Exactly.
tangled. You're not
Right.
kinky. You are still manageable.
Mhm.
This has never been the case, right? When we would
Right.
get poofy before, woo, we
Right.
couldn't comb through.
That's
And
right.
that's why we were getting so thin
Mhm.
and why we weren't retaining our hair, because the products we were using
Mhm.
had our hair a little crunchy.
Okay.
Kind of
Okay.
crunchy, bro. Your hair feels amazing.
Thank you.
You are welcome. You do a good job at home in between
Yeah.
sessions.
I do my best.
Right, which is a big part
Yeah.
of care, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Anytime you go see a care professional,
Oh, yes, ma'am.
you're not gonna get to do what you wanna do.
That's
You're gonna be
right.
told what to
That's
do.
right. That's right.
It's the difference. So many clients are used to telling the stylist what to do. Like, I had a girl the
Right.
other day call me, she got mad because she gonna call me, and tell me, oh, I need a silk press today at 2:30.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Who told you I have it? First of all, who told you I take same day appointments?
Mhm.
Number two, who told you I have an opening at 2:30?
Mhm.
Like, these clients are
Mhm.
some bullies.
Wow.
Like, I had to tell her I don't never take walk-ins. And number
Mhm.
two, you're going to use a booking link. Don't nobody call me to set appointments. You do that with a
Okay.
stylist, but not with a practitioner. She was confused. And I know some people like, Miss Tanya, you gonna run the client off. I got too many clients, y'all.
Mhm.
So I'm not on these social media networks
That's
anymore trying to gain clients.
Mhm.
I don't have to do that no more. I'm thinking about switching my business to a referral only for the new clients.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Because I think so many clients are confused and they think I'm a stylist.
Mhm.
So they keep thinking they can hop into my chair for a silk press.
Right.
No.
That's right.
No,
You
no,
have
no,
to set
no.
your own rules. That's right. If they don't like it, go somewhere else.
You
know.
say it louder. If they don't like it,
go
they can go
somewhere.
somewhere else.
Mhm.
And good luck with that
That's
too.
right. And then they'll be back.
You know, some do come back. Those are the ones those are strong, confident women that are not afraid to admit, okay, I messed up. You know,
Right.
I thought that things would be better on the other side. Because most people think that, oh, Miss Tanya's too expensive, so I'm gonna go book with a cheaper stylist, right?
Never works out. Okay.
I always tell people, well, you got what you paid for, you know, and I have to tell clients, like, did you really think you was gonna get my treatment
For that
cheaper?
price.
Nah.
Mhm.
Or a result?
That's
No.
right. That's right.
You gonna get that cheaper result in treatment.
That's right. That's right.
I didn't know that either. I did not know that stylists are still starting clients late. Like, that's okay.
Starting late.
Yes. Like, say your appointment was at 1.
Oh, I see.
That you would have still been sitting out front. Oh yeah, it's only 120. That's okay, I guess, nowadays. Like,
Wow.
it's become what's known as the traditional business model. And that's unfortunate because
That's a waste of time.
so many. We do brown, right? Okay. We have so many that do not, especially of your age, that will refuses to go to the salon because they assume and expect they're not going to be started on time. They expect whatever length they came in with, whether it is short or it's down their back, is getting chopped shorter. So there's a lot of women. Ooh, a lot of women. The only ones that are cool with all that are the young girls. They're the only ones that notice that their hair is still growing fast. And are the only ones in these chairs that are wanting to chop or want to cut their length off. That ain't us. That is not us. So I had to realize that, like, man, I had to realize we are different. I'm different because we're older. I'm 50 now, and realize I'm nothing like I used to be in my 20s and my 30s. You know, I used to love weave. I can't stand weave now. I used to wear fake fingernails. I can't stand fake fingernails now. I used to wear fake lashes. Ooh, thick ones too. I can't stand that on my lashes. You know what I'm saying? No more. So now it's like, dang, I realized that my problem children are them 20 and 30-year-olds. Them new ones, them no-nos. Woo, honey child, and they so sensitive. They think they know everything. Yes. They make the job so much harder than it has to be. Okay, sweetheart, let me just get me a brush real quick.
You changed around in here a little bit.
I
Move
always,
stuff around.
yep, I clean. That's how I clean.
Okay.
So when I dust up there, I gotta pull everything down. So I have this way. My mother used to do that. She believed in changing your space around constantly because mom used to say, if you don't move nothing, you can't get the dirt underneath
That makes
the
sense.
stuff.
That makes
And my
sense.
mom was picky and trippy. She was very strict. Wasn't no do-overs, like how sorry some of these kids are, like, oh, I messed up and expect it to be okay. Not my mom. She gonna have you. My mom was a slave driver. So she was very, 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 very particular, very strict, and things had to be a certain way.
Right.
And so cleaning was one of her OCDs, I guess, because you had to move stuff. You couldn't, like, if she came in, if she told me to vacuum the floor, and I tried to, like hit some stuff and only vacuum up to the couch, ooh, my mom would have a fit. Because her attitude is, you need to move this couch and get all the way up underneath the couch. And man,
I understand that.
she was so maybe that's why I'm the way I am.
That's
because
all right, but that makes it better. I mean,
some people have some
something.
nice moms. Sure, my mom was mean. She was very, very, very stern. Very, very, very mean. I'm going to use old school Vaseline as my base. Beauty school says go spend a whole bunch of money to buy a manufactured base. Old school Vaseline works just as good. Even though it may still stain, I noticed that about the bases that you buy for so much more money. So I got the stuff to get it off anyway, though. I'm going to hurry and get your color in. Because we're going to go on a little field trip today. See, we have a Dollar Tree here in my parking lot. She's like, yep, we going. And it is the best Dollar Tree. I know all y'all got a Dollar Tree in your community, right? Now, I don't know about y'all's Dollar Trees, but most Dollar Trees be all junky and dirty and out of everything, and everything be all out of place. Not this one. Baby, not this one up here by us. It's all clean. They're never out of nothing. They got nice stuff. They got different stuff that the other Dollar Trees don't have. So today, I'm gonna walk with her. Why should you be paid and not me? Brother, come on, brother. Why should I be paid and not you? Because I do hair, that's why. Do you do hair? And if you do hair, you pay too. Shoot, everybody does hair is getting some kind of money. May not be enough money, but you're getting money. Alrighty, let's get you over in. Alrighty. Cold. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's cold, right? I'm so sorry. I didn't even expect it to be. I'm so sorry. She went, ooh. my product. I've been gone for a while. I just got back into the country this week, and so nothing has been used in here. The room hasn't been warmed up or nothing. So that's probably why everything is so cold. Plus, it's not that hot outside today either. Please forgive me, okay? Good. Alrighty, so what we're doing today is we're covering her grays. This is known as a gray retouch because she's already covered her hair before, the grays before, and the new growth has grown out now. So she's back to get the new growth area retouched. Now, I already have heard these clients come in with some stories about what these stylists are doing to their heads. And one of the things that is being done wrong with hair color is using the wrong hair color to properly cover the grays. And some may wonder, maybe that's why my gray or my roots always look dingy. And that's probably because you're not using the proper hair color. So many are using rinses and demis and semis and rinses, semis, and demis, which is improper practice for covering grays. So I've done a lot of research, which has kind of busted the myths, of putting hair color all over the hair again, which is actually a form of over-processing. So I've learned I'm only going to place the color at the retouch area, not the whole hair shaft, like most stylists are doing. That's going to cause what's called over-processing because you're recoloring the same hair over and over and over and again. You only have this small panel here of new growth. I do a small overlap to erase any line of demarcation. If you want to know what that means, look it up. That's good. That's going to be my new way of teaching because that's how I was taught. All my people would never just give me the answers. They'd always be like, look it up. That's how I learned so much, was by reading. So I'm going to make others learn the same exact way so that they can obtain the same exact knowledge. But I overlap just a little bit to ensure that I eliminate the line of demarcation because it's impossible to get the hair exactly on the same exact space on every single strand. So by doing the small overlap, that's going to allow me to ensure that that doesn't happen. Also, I'm using a very wide brush that allows me to address the entire subsection without doing the painting action. Should just be slice, slice, slice. Watch me work. So, slice. Grab more color. Slice. Grab more color. Slice. And what I'm actually doing is when I open up each subsection, I'm actually brushing the subsection in front as well as behind the part to ensure that I thoroughly cover. One of the biggest pet peeves for clients is to pay for a color service and you didn't get all their grays. Or they can see that they still have grays even up in front in the hairline. I take pride with being very, very, very thorough, which clients love. Clients feel that, they sense that, and they love that. And it's definitely a way to get clients to come back to you. Is just cater a little bit, geez. So now I'm gonna do the other side. Just like I did up front. Slice. Oops. That was too much face. Too much face. Y'all can't be seeing my ladies. It's too much face. I'm being risky back here because I got on all white shoes today. Let me get my stuff on real quick. I forgot to cover my shoes, y'all. Do y'all know how to cover your shoes when you're doing hair color? Because when you're a practitioner like me, you wear all white shoes, which is a part of the uniform for a practitioner. Because you don't wear your normal clothes when you become a practitioner. That's kind of how you know you're a stylist, is because you got on street clothes. Once you level up and become a professional, a real care provider, you're going to wear smocks. Well, then get off my streams, M-I-K, Mick. My streams hate you. And be careful before you get removed, because I don't tolerate any of that negative energy. I'm the only one that can give the negative energy, just like a teacher. She the only one that can act crazy and go off. Y'all can't. Shoot, that's her classroom. This is my live. People ain't used to being talked to like that. They just think they can get on people's lives and do what they want to do. Not my live. Look, and I'm waiting for it. Y'all let me know if this MIK come back in again. Yeah, say something else, MIK. Also, everyone, putting color in should not take 30 minutes. It should be a 5-minute application and process. So that you can maximize your earning potential. Y'all, is that MIK, is Mick still acting up, y'all? Do I need to send him or her to the principal's office? To the pass room. On his way to the pass room. I used to go to the pass room all the time. Alrighty, I'm almost finished. Just see some drab back in here. I don't know what causes that. Always in the back of the head. I think because clients sweat the most back here. This is known as the kitchen. It's the most resistant area, and I think is why things are always different in the back of the head. The growth is different back there. Mick, where's Mick at? You beautiful. Okay, Mick. Mick done straightened up. Mick want to stay in the classroom, y'all. Now you've been commented, I think you're beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. If you smart, you'll change. If you really want to be here. I had a hard time teaching at Empire Beauty Schools. Like, that was the most difficult job that I had ever volunteered for of my life, was teaching at Empire Beauty School. Them students was so disrespectful. Ooh. And I was the only young educator. All them other educators was in their like 60s and 70s. So they would take it. I'd be outside ready to fight. Like, come here. Like, did you just tell me in the class? So I have to admit that I have had a lot of experiences that have gotten me to this level, and have to admit some of them I don't never want to do again. But nonetheless, I realized, like I said, with doing hair color, that the back of the head is always different, simply because I think it gets more sweat buildup than anywhere else on the head. She definitely has the most hair back here. Everyone notices that your hair is thickest in the back of your head. And that's because everybody's is. That's just what God gave us. I had to tell somebody that the other day. I was like, there's nothing wrong with you. That's just how you was born. She's steady trying to go do 15 surgeries about something God gave her. Like, whoa. Oh yeah, I'm making it way better. I like that, Jennifer. because I don't know what healthy means. I don't even speak that word in here. We do not call our hair natural. We do not say it's healthy. We say it's way better, stuff like that. Way softer, you know. Her hair is even way fuller than it was when she first started. It's super full now. Okay, great. All right, now we're going to start the timer and process for 30 minutes. And I've used all the color properly and appropriately. I see so many stylists wasting their color because they throwing half of it down the drain. Not me, baby. I done figured everything out. And I do set a timer. I don't think that's a thing no more. Like stylists think they too cool to set a timer. I set a timer. That's when I know my color is done. You know, it's not gonna be no looky-loo in here. No, it's not hard, sweetie. Doing hair is not hard. I just ain't taught you how to do it my way. Beauty school makes black hair. Let me be clear. Beauty school makes black hair hard. Now, if you go to beauty school, you got choices at the gate. You need to decide what kind of clients you're gonna do when you graduate. Okay? Because some people only want to do white folks. That's when you're gonna be all right with the beauty school license. If you want to do black hair, and especially some of the black hair of today, you need me, because I'm the only one in the world, not just in Denver, not just in Colorado, not just in the United States. I'm the only one in the world that has a new approach, a revolutionary approach that is making our hair better, helping us retain it. It stays soft even when we get poofy and frizzy. Wasn't no relaxer that did that for us. Clearly ain't no conditioner doing that for us. Ain't no protein did that for me. My hair still was falling out, still felt brittle and crunchy. I tried the keratin. I tried the Brazilian blowout. I tried the hot oil treatment. I tried rice water. I tried rose water. I tried vinegar water. I tried my mama's water. I tried toilet water. I tried reservoir water. I've tried everything under the sun. But this water right here, why y'all think I stuck my neck out and built a whole brand behind it? Y'all think I just did some eeny, meeny, miny, mo in the stores with some bottled waters? All of them waters is contaminated and unhealthy for us and will make your hair frizzy. Everybody thinking I'm bottling distilled water. That's cute. I want y'all to keep thinking I'm bottling distilled water. I could be bottling peroxide for all y'all know, because half of y'all ain't did no research, so you really don't know. That's what's really dope about doing research amongst a community of individuals that refuse to do the research. That's how you truly elevate. That's true protection, is when you read and you study and you start testing. Oh, that's when you become a real goat, you feel me, of the industry, because you know what you're talking about. So at any rate, let me get to these. That's what's up, Vaughn. What's up? Thank you, Jennifer. You should reach out to me. I have so many individuals that are buying my products and following my approach. I just talked to Miss Carol out in Manhattan, New York this morning. Such a beautiful woman. Clearly has wavy hair, but I don't think she's brown skinned because she talked like this. She got an accent, and she could be. I don't know. I didn't see her. But I do know that she bought my product, and she's so strong and confident. That's what I love about older women. Younger girls seem like they're a little scary. They scared to speak up, scared to admit their honesty, scared to stand on their truth. Older women don't give two hoots about somebody's feelings, and that's all they talk about is the truth. So, I forgot what I was even saying. My brain went. Let me go back to the comments. Anyway, our hair. I am making it way better. Vaughn knows it. Vaughn, tell them what has happened to your hair since you've stopped using conditioner and you've replaced it with hydration. Tell them, because this is the part of this little journey here that I'm not understanding what's going on, Vaughn. So maybe you can help me, because you've done it too. I got a whole bunch of people buying and using my product, but ain't nobody talking about it but me. So I look crazy out here in these streets. Everybody's like, Tanya must be paying her clients. Tanya must be getting her clients to lie for her. Because I'm the only one talking about this good and not afraid to say this water is better on my hair than any conditioner, any protein, any other product that I've ever used for soft hair. Vaughn, why am I the only one telling this story? I saw your post on IG. You didn't speak a word about my water. Didn't say nothing about holistic hair care. Why? I got half of Denver. It's like, Miss Tanya, can I get some more water? I got clients asking to be snuck in this back door because they go to another stylist in the building. That was new. I was like, wait, what? You want me to do what? She was like, do you have a side door or something? I was like, yeah, we got a couple. She was like, can I please come through the back door? And mind you, I've had two clients do that because one, her mom works in here and she didn't want her mom to know she was cheating on her back here with me in the corner. So I snuck her in the back door too. It's like, why is everyone so uncomfortable that something so mild, so safe as water is better than using a bottle of chemicals called conditioner that ain't making your hair soft? Listen, if you put boo-boo mixed with gasoline with a spit of kerosene and a dash of relaxer, your hair is still going to be crunchy after it dries. That's what we need to be paying attention to. I don't care what you put on your hair. When it's wet, it's going to have slippage. Duh. It's going to be shiny. Duh. I've done those research studies. So I'm like, what is everybody talking about? Because conditioner don't make my hair move or shine or stay manageable. We all know this. Well, excuse me, those of us that use my water, we all know this. Those of y'all still using conditioner, y'all are still running up a hill. Maybe I need to stop talking so much. Maybe that's the problem. My dad said, Tanya, you run your mouth too much. You talk too much. And I was like, Dad, what you mean I talk too much? He was like, you run your mouth too much. He was like, you don't have to do all that no more, Tanya. He was like, you know what you do. You know what you got. You know you got the knowledge. He was like, quit being so mouthy. And I was like, but Dad, they think I'm uneducated because I don't use conditioner on black hair. They think I don't know what I'm doing, Dad, because I use a Marcel iron and don't use heat protectant. There's people who using heat protectant with these mild tempered at-home beginner type tools. These are not professional tools. This is a professional tool. Oh, let me be clear, because there's so many individuals that think they walked up into State Promise Store and tested with this tool that has no cord, and you have to have a stove to work a real original Marcel. I'm about to buy one of these fake new age Marcels that have these cords that you plug up. Had to do the research with that too, because I got so many white girls over on Facebook tripping with me. Like tripping because I'm not following the beauty school beginner basics. So many over on Facebook think I don't know what I'm doing, which is nice. I think it's cool. It's different. Had me mad at first, had me coming out my professionalism at first, because I do like to fight, y'all. That's my primary way of solving my problems because of the community I grew up here in Denver. I went to Manual. That's all we did was fight. We fought before school, we fought during school, we fought after school, we fought at the basketball games. That's all we did was fight. So that's my primary solution when I get into funny scenarios, So I've had to get older and I had to get mature and change. So I would never put my hands on anybody. I'm going to kill you with kindness now. And I'm going to kill you with this education and this exclusive knowledge and stuff that I got going on. I had to also do some reading in the Bible, and I had to go back and realize, like, dang, everything isn't for everybody. Some things that God gives you is only for you. It's not for everybody else. And I see I'm an only child. I've never been really taught how to share. So this is something I get off doing in my adult life, is sharing. So every time I learn something, find something, see something, and I think it's good, I can't wait to share it with somebody. Now, I know that's not common for most women. I know most women are stingy. Ugh, they ain't telling you nothing. Even if they know that it's good for you and it's going to help you, they ain't telling you nothing. Even if you paying for it, they ain't going to tell you. So I thought, let me be the change that I couldn't find. That's what I was telling Dad. Like, that's what I was telling y'all about how the whole city of Denver thought I was uneducated. Because I came with a water, started telling us we don't need all these products. And everyone got so antsy and uptight with Miss Tanya. Like, what? What? We need to stop going a month washing our hair. Yeah. When I break it down, it won't make sense. Like your head sweats just like your coochie do. And the difference is maybe because the head ain't got no opening like the coochie coo do. But it sweats. You got sweat glands up in your head just like you do in the coochie coo. And just like the sweat stinks in the coochie coo, it stinks in your head too. The problem is that you can't smell it because your nose is below it. And it's been brewing for days. So it's not like you woke up and your scalp just started stinking. It happened over time. So I told Dad, I said, look, Dad, I don't care what they say. I don't care what people are doing, That's why and where I'm at in this building. Some people wonder why I'm not on the other side with all the black stylists. There's a reason. I walked through this whole building and I felt that side was too loud, too rambunctious, and I wanted peace. I needed professionalism. So I'm back here with the Asian estheticians. There's two other stylists back here. It's very quiet in this hallway. That's how I prefer things. Now, back in my 20s and 30s, I used to have rap music playing. We in here loud, obnoxious, my doors open. I've grown and I've changed, y'all. And it has actually helped to elevate my life as well as my career. Because now I got a private practice. I ain't got a salon no more. Y'all can Google me to see what I'm talking about. Y'all can fire it up right now that you're watching me and go to Google and type in Tanya Does Hair, LLC in Denver, Colorado. And it'll tell you that I'm a hair replacement service. I ain't no salon. Not no more. I've leveled up, which is what I'm now ready, I think, to teach other stylists how to do. I think there's other women out there that are not afraid to stand up to a client and tell them, no, you shouldn't be doing that, and no, you should not be using that. I think there are other women like me out there that do notice the flakes on the scalp and that whiteness after shampooing, and you don't know what it is. I think we do want to learn more. So if that's you, you need to reach out to me. Because I do got the training packages on deck now. Got my press kit ready. I'm so proud of myself. Got my own press kit. I bet some of y'all don't even know what that is because I didn't know what it was before I was introduced to a press kit, but it's on deck now. So if anybody really ready to level up and you don't want to go get a job because you realize the clients are not booking with you anymore like they used to be doing, holler. I got some new things for you to try. It's like, let's try this. Let's try detoxing the scalp instead of ignoring it before you go to the sink. Let's try using a neutralizer with the moisture shampoo. Let's try post-treating your tap water with my water instead of using conditioner. Let's not cover the head with the towel. Let's try it without the towel. Maybe going off. Some of you like, oh, there's a spider in the sink. Oh, I'm about to get it. I'm gonna give it something to drink. They don't like water. Oh my goodness, he done made a whole home in my sink. Wow, so that means it could be other places. There's a whole spider web, y'all, in my sink. see, that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 7 days I ain't been here.
Oh, wow.
He must be like me. He must be hydrated because he ain't dying. Like, drink water. Get some spritz. Oh, yeah, see, that's different. It's like. I hope some of y'all are not spider lovers on my live today, because I just got one of your little babies. Not in here. Nobody, no. We still got 15 more minutes, but now I'm going to do what's called a smooth and overlap the color. This is only safe to do in the last 15 minutes because it takes longer than 15 minutes for color to actually oxidize. So to ensure that she leaves me with a full cut with full coverage, I'm gonna pull, it's called pulling it through. An older educator in beauty school taught me this, and I've always done it because it makes sense. Because sometimes, especially up here in the front, you will think that you got all the grays, but you didn't, because the color oxidizes and turns so dark, you'll miss 2-3 grays, and you won't know that until you go to rinse or when you dry the hair. And then to know that you missed them strands, that's frustrating for the client, because that's the only person that really has to deal with that mistake is the client. You get the money and you get to go on about your day, but the client goes to the car like, my roots don't look right. And then you wonder why that client didn't come back to you. Could have been because of what you did. This feels good too when I do this. It's like a small massage, and you can see the color. Y'all see that? That I pull and get to the ends. Or overlap the ends. Definitely ensuring that I got her full retouched area, her new growth area. I've learned that this is also a good time to wipe the skin. If you let the color sit longer than 15 minutes, like I just said, that's when the real action begins to occur. So I've learned to do the removing around the hairline when I do the smoothing. That's going to eliminate that staining that clients hate. Oh, they hate that. To get a color job and the stylist done left all that staining all across their forehead. But I get it, because see, if you got comfortable with that mannequin, the color don't stain the mannequin. It comes right off. So see, you're confused when you do a human person and you don't understand, why is that color not coming off? Beauty school didn't teach you how to do human heads. Beauty school only taught you how to do the mannequins. That's facts. I didn't realize that till I went back to be an educator, and I was shooketh. I was actually pissed at myself for assuming that I was going to school. I spent 2 years of my life and all that money to learn how to do a mannequin or some fake hair or white girl type hair. I surely didn't go to beauty school to learn how to do black hair. Because most women that book with me, we're not braiding, we're not going to weave, we put in weave, and we're not putting a wig on our heads either. So those are not options for us. It's just not an option. So beauty school did not teach us the silk press culture. It's not a service. Straight hair is a lifestyle. These young girls done tried to turn it into a service by changing the name to a silk press. Straight hair has been worn, pressed is what it's called, has been worn for years and years and years and years. Madam C.J. Walker's clients was wearing straight hair. But what has happened is society has changed and has shifted So there's so many people of color in beauty school now thinking that they're in school to learn how to do black hair. Look, they even try to now throw you a little fake black person. I think her name is Karen. That's what the name was on my black doll that did not have real black hair, not like the kind of black hair Denver got. That was some mixed type hair on that black mannequin that they had us doing the relaxers on with some cholesterol. We didn't even use the real chemical in beauty school. I didn't realize all this till I went back to be an educator and was like, wow, no wonder so many people be burning when they get a relaxer. They practiced on a dummy, on a mannequin. Mannequin ain't gonna never burn. So you can take 50 years if you want to put the relaxer on. Ain't nothing, nobody gonna say nothing to you. This is why so many stylists, I think, are so confused when a client speaks up and says, I'm burning. Most stylists is like, what? The mannequin didn't burn. What do you mean you're burning? That's why they ignore y'all or leave the room. I've known some stylists done left the room, given a relaxer. Whoa, girl. Or the client done told you that they're burning and you ignore them. I know why. That's beauty school done did that to us. And when I was going back to be a teacher, I was just like, no wonder I was struggling. Let me just talk about myself. No wonder I was struggling with my own hair. No black stylist here in Denver ever offered me a trim. I always got my hair cut shorter. That's why I didn't like to go, because I always knew, oh, I'm getting that much removed or more every single time I go. No one ever rebooked me. No one ever told me how long I should be going in between services. Nobody ever told me what I should be using at home. Nobody ever told me what I should be buying as far as products to be using at home. Everybody just took my money, cut me, styled me, and told me bye. That's what made me change, y'all. I decided to become the change that I can't find nowhere. I've never received the level of professionalism and the results and service that I give my clients. I ain't never received it as a client here in Denver. And I know a few people that probably are watching me that do hair here in Denver. You know what I'm talking about. That's why I didn't come back to you. You lied to me and said that you knew how to trim, and you cut this much off my hair? I'm never coming back to you. You should have just been honest and said, Tanya, I don't know what you're talking about with this trim stuff. I only know how to haircut, period. I would have said, oh, let me go somewhere else, and we probably still could have been cool. But because you lied and yeah me when I said, do you know how to trim? Yeah, I know how to trim. I've been licensed for 20 years. That does not mean you know how to trim. So that's why they lost me. Wasn't because their space was dirty. Wasn't because they had a spider in the sink. It was because they just didn't admit to me that they did not have the skill set, the leveled up non-beauty school taught skill set on how to go through the whole head with shears and not make the client shorter. We got 7 minutes to rinsing. We got any questions with anything that I've said? Because y'all know I'm all for it. I'm going to the top. All right, you're a doll. Well, thank you. Hi, Deborah. Blacks mimics are the best. Okay, greetings from Mexico. Beautiful. I just left Mexico. Del Toro, were you my driver? Because I think we connected. Greetings, Ito. Hola, Ito. I learned some Spanish while I was over there. I almost spent a whole week in Mexico, y'all. It was super hot, and I'll never go back. Why should you be? Okay, I already saw that. I don't know. I just think differently, I guess, about it. That was a weird question, but you keep doing you, miss. Have an awesome day. Ain't no questions weird unless you already know the answer to them, Miss Johnny or Mr. Johnny. And remember, Miss Tanya told you that. Ain't no question stupid or weird unless you already know the answer. So any question I'm asking, well, I do know the answer sometimes, but 9 times out of 10, I don't know. Thank you, Leetron. What's up, Vaughn? Have you ever worked on native hair? I am native. I'm a native Indian. I'm not an African American. I'm not Hispanic. I'm not Asian. I am Indian. I'm mixed with Cherokee and Blackfoot, and that's a trippy mixture to have in you, because Cherokee Indians are trippy, and so are the Blackfoots. They're trippy too. Very, very, very evil women. My mom and them are evil. Ooh, they mean, controlling, super mean. And we got this different hair, you know what I'm saying? I used to get bullied in school because my hair wasn't black enough. The white girls didn't like me either because my hair wasn't white enough. So I am native. Good eye. Great eye. I hate you. Oh, I remember I already checked Nick. Good job on the hair. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're doing so well. Well, thank you. Ooh, good question. What color are you using? I'm using Claro Professionals 2N. I only use the N series. You're only supposed to use the N series if you're covering grays. I got so many girls that are confused with the hair color thing, and they're trying to actually use reds and yellows to cover gray with. You're not supposed to be using no yellows and no reds to cover gray with. You're going to always have brassy roots because you used yellow and reds. You got to go rock with that N line, y'all, because the N series is the neutral series. Has no red and yellow in it. Therefore, you're not going to get that drabby look that you get when you use the yellows and the reds. This is some of the stuff beauty school didn't break down to me that I've had to learn throughout my career. You know what I'm saying? Through experience. That's why my knowledge is so trump tight, because I got 33 years of experience under my belt. I've seen a lot and I've done a lot. So that's why I'm the way I am. Why is it so messy? Well, that's just because she knew she was coming in here. I would love to see what your hair looked like. She was coming in to get it done. So none of my clients have any interest in doing anything to their hair when they know they're coming to see me. They know it's going to be on point when they leave. So what they want to do anything to it for? I get it. You guys don't understand hair care. Y'all only used to hairstyles. Thank you, Miss Stacy. I love y'all. I love y'all. She talks too much. Well, then get off. You don't have to listen to me. Everybody knows I run my mouth. Everybody knows that's what I get 60,000 views off of, is running my mouth. Some of y'all can't even keep somebody's attention for 2 seconds. Shoot. So go watch somebody else. Sure. Thanks, Pon. I love you too. Oh, you're cool too, Ozzy. That's what's up. Sup, Tanya? You love Israel? I don't know. I've never been to Israel, so I don't know it to love it. I got to know something to love it. Just so you know. But shout out to Israel. Thanks for watching me all the way over here in Denver, Colorado. I'm do it. I'm gonna buy your products. That's what's up, Jennifer. Careful. Don't be testing stuff with me, because you're gonna be shooketh and become addicted just like the rest of us, and you ain't gonna never go back to conditioner either. You'll be throwing your conditioner away just like we've thrown all of our bottles away. So be careful. If you're really in love with conditioner and you like what it's doing for your hair, don't fool with me. Don't mess with me. Don't buy my product. You stay with that conditioner. You hear me? That's how I'm gonna start selling my product. I'm gonna start talking. I'm gonna start talking about all the stuff I know everybody's doing wrong. Like, hey, what type of conditioner did y'all buy yesterday? And 3 days before that, and 3 days before that. Which conditioner you added to your hair today? Is that the same one you added yesterday and the day before that? You know what I'm saying? Start pointing out like the truth behind what conditioner is doing to us. You know what I'm saying? Ah. All righty. That's right. You're from Denver. That's right. Blue butterflies. This is where they said don't nobody know how to do hair. Ooh. Yep. I went and talked to some people in Atlanta a few years back. And they was like, they didn't even think there was any black people in Denver, let alone anybody that did black hair. And I was like, what makes y'all think ain't no black people there? They was like, well, we see on TV, because they ain't never been here, that it's just a bunch of cows and cowboys and stuff like that. Like, nah, it's a whole bunch of black people here. And now I know why they were saying that don't nobody in Denver know how to do hair. And that's because no one's into hair care. Most individuals here in Denver, and it is true, are into hairstyles. That means they want to put extensions in your hair. They want to glue a wig to your forehead. They want to let you leave wet, which means that curly natural situation. Or they're trying to lock you here in Denver. And there's a lot of women that would never do those, right? I'm one of them. She's one of them. We ain't never doing none of that stuff. So that's who my demographical market is here in Denver, that I've had to realize, like, whoa, there are some women like me that do not like putting a bunch of oil in their hair if we don't have to. We don't want to be buying a whole bunch of conditioner if we don't have to, you know. Only if you're young is when you're not paying attention to all the unnecessary and excessive things that you're doing in your life and justify it and find a purpose to keep doing it. Older women, we're not like that. We're going to recognize what the result is, and we're not afraid to say, I don't like that, and I think this is better, and I'm gonna do this instead. Well, anyway, my bell is about to go off, and about to take her to the bowl and rinse and holistically cleanse my client. Oh, did y'all just, ooh, love my hair, because I can mess it up, and I used to could never do this when I had a relaxer and using conditioner. If I did this, my hair would be stuck. But now all I do is shake it. And anybody does this. I got women using my product for the first time, and they taking photos like this because they feel sexy when you use my product. I don't know what we call it when we use conditioner, but oh, it's showtime. Come on. Wait, let me get this mess up the sink. Yep, I got him. I still cannot believe that. Okay, baby, come on over. Y'all want to keep watching, or are y'all sick of me? Oh, Miss Diane, you can do me a favor, and the simple way is to Google me, everyone. Google Tanya Does Hair, LLC, in Denver. You will find my website. My website takes you directly to my depot, where you can find my services, as well as all the products I sell. I also sell an amazing holistic scalp brush that you need for at home as well. Come on. It's cold. And you want my water warm? Mm-hmm. It's gonna change your life. Get to Google Tanya Does Hair. That's where you get my product from. So one of the many ways that I cater to these ladies is my product, even at room temperature, is really cold, especially after hot water. So one of my clients, special clients, came up with the idea of warming my water in the sink with hot water, because you definitely don't want to put this in the microwave. It's going to alter the clarity of this amazing water. And you don't want to open the cap either and allow any tap water to get in. So you close the cap and just let it sit in the hot water while you're shampooing. And by the time you get done shampooing, the contents in the bottle will be warmer, and it feels so good to the client. So I give them a choice. Some like it hot, some like it not, some like it cool. So this one likes it warm. need you to do me a favor. I need you to come up. I need you in the bowl just a little. Scoot up, come to me. There you go. And then hanging. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Water, okay? What's crazy is how I've noticed how the tap water sucks at rinsing nowadays. Listen, any of you veterans of the industry out there, you know the biggest problem of hair color back in the day was the tap water would rinse it all out. I remember. That is not the case nowadays. Anybody that does hair can feel how much hair color is still left on the hair after you've done all that rinsing. Listen, I know nobody is really interested in paying attention to what the tap water is not doing. And let me cut to the chase. I don't care if you put 15 filters on your faucet, it's not enough to handle the levels of contaminants that are in today's tap water. The tap water is not the way it was 10 years ago. It's way, 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 way more things in it now. So the primary tool that we use for our hair, skin, and nails has changed. The levels within the ingredient list have gotten higher. So it ain't the same water that it used to be when you got your license. Ooh. Ooh, it ain't what it was when you got your license. Tap water in your city is 5 times harder than it was compared to the year when you got your license. Facts. Just ask the EPA and ask your Census Bureau, because those are the things that I've looked into and some of the research studies that I've had to do to understand why certain things are occurring with hair. I got it now. Look at all this hair color coming out her hair that should have been rinsed out with the tap water. This is actually a big problem with women that are booking hair care services, or worse, the women that are trying to do their own hair color at home themselves are not getting all the color out. That's the problem. It's a big problem. So my research study has revealed all of these problems. Oh, I'm getting it, baby. I'm about to use a brush. I don't just finger my clients like I was taught in beauty school. I've evolved, and I now also do a scrub, which does so much more than my fingers could ever. Listen, using your fingers is just like using your fingers to brush your teeth. You can. But you're not really removing nothing with your fingers, because fingers aren't enough exfoliation. Same thing applies with our heads. I don't know why we think that's enough. Not black hair. That was a bad idea. Yes, the relaxer can get trapped back there. Yeah, thank God I don't have to do no relaxers no more. I just did hair color, not relaxers. We don't do relaxers in here. We're done with those. That's for sure. And this is what I'm using. Don't be using no moisture shampoos, y'all, with no darn hair color surface. That's another problem. Beauty school got y'all thinking that moisture shampoo is for everything, and it's not. It's so not. Some of y'all should be saying, hold up, let me call her, because I use a moisture shampoo all the time with my color clients, which is improper practice. Supposed to be using a clarifying shampoo or a neutralizing shampoo to properly remove all the traces. But this is this amazing brush that I use. Sure. You okay? This part right here is what everybody over on Facebook is noosing me about. Like, oh, you're not supposed to be using that brush. You're supposed to be fingering the hair like beauty school taught us. Everybody goes to sleep in here. She's probably disturbed because I'm running my mouth so much. Usually it's quiet. And at this point, they're usually about sleep. It's very relaxing. We don't gossip the whole session. There's no rap music playing in here. There's no TV playing. There's nobody interrupting my sessions coming in and out my door. There's so many differences that I give that women are sick of when it comes to traditional black salons. Like, come on back. So she can feel I'm completely detangling her hair safely. I have no hair loss in my brush. Ooh, this brush is special. It ain't no ordinary any old kind of brush. I done tried them all. And this one here is special because it allows me to detangle her hair. You can't do that with your fingers. Just can't. Remember, using your fingers to shampoo a black head of hair is just like using your fingers to brush your teeth. It's like getting in the shower and using lotion. I mean, you did something. You got in and you put something on the skin and you rinsed it off, right? But you know, lotion don't remove nothing. And we all know fingers don't remove nothing. So why do we keep thinking that we can keep just using fingers only on black hair that we know was not shampooed the day before? I shouldn't make those faces. But as y'all see, I'm not on here to make no friends. I'm 50. I don't need a friend. What I need is for y'all to listen and pay attention and understand that I have created the newest approach for healthier hair than what you already got. Your neck okay? And that's that water okay? Okay. So many people on Facebook, they see my results of my clients, and they're like, her hair look greasy. Why are you wearing put so much grease in her hair? I don't use none of that. Nobody's used to seeing what hydrated hair looks like. We are accustomed to moisturized hair. Ooh-wee. That'll have you kinky, frizzy, and why does everybody think I'm Kamala Harris? I don't guess. There's so many people that say that about me on here. They're like, are you her? Do you know her? No. Can y'all send her to me though? Because she wears straight hair. I do know that much about her. What's up, new? Make sure you subscribe. Because you never know when I'm going to go live. But my lives are the best times to spend with me. Because it's uncut. I ain't in here tricking y'all. Doing that. Them edits on here. I'm monetized, so I know about them edits. I don't do all that. I want y'all to see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and why I'm Colorado's premier hair growth specialist. We just got the squeaky clean. Now I move on to my moisture, which rebalances the pH of the hair, because once you use a neutralizing or a clarifying shampoo, the hair is extremely acidic, and that's not healthy hair. So my purpose of the moisture is to rebalance. What's up with you? To rebalance the pH. I'm that smart. Then I'm going to use my brush. That ain't got hardly any hair. It has some in it. I don't want to lie to y'all. I got about 5 down off in there. Can y'all see that? 5. No, my own concoction is called my water. That's the only product I really had time to research and get tested and received a provisional patent on. That's the only thing I really went hard in the paint, was to find my people a safer solution than what we're using to provide us healthier hair that's more manageable, not falling out all over the place, just something different. want to lie to y'all. I got about 10 strands in my brush. You see it? If you're getting way more hair, even in your fingers than that and in the bowl, we need to talk. Actually, you don't have to talk to me because I know most of y'all may not even like to talk to me. But I sell my holistic cleansing bundle on my link. So I sell exactly what I use in here on my clients and on my own hair. Someone inspired me to do that. I never thought to sell the shampoos. I rebottled them, put it in a convenience bottle, which is an 8-ounce bottle, so you don't have to run to Sally's. You can just order it from me. That's smart. That's how you own business. I need you to come see me. I need you to fly to Denver. I need you here for 2 months, just like you would any other hair loss specialist. And my job is to reverse your hair loss effects. I don't claim to grow hair. I'm smart enough to know that God gave us that, and that's not a service. There's just a bunch of things. Is that water okay? There's so many things that can take your hair away from your head way sooner than that hair was supposed to come away from the head. And baby, it ain't just products. Sometimes it's your brush that you're using that's got your hair coming away from your head too soon. Maybe you're going too long without washing it for your lifestyle, and that's why you got so much hair coming away from your head. Man, there's 8 different things that can take your hair away from your head. I didn't say 3, I said 8 different things. And some clients is doing all 8. So no wonder they got alopecia. No wonder. Ain't nobody born with alopecia. Somebody tried to argue that with me some years back when I wasn't as educated as I am now. And it was confusing because I do know kids that have alopecia, but they were not born with alopecia, I promise you that. Their mama then gave them alopecia. Facts. And that's a hard pill to swallow, to be a mother. And then to find out, like, dang, because I've been braiding my daughter's hair so darn tight and adding edge controls and gels to my daughter's hair, that's why she don't have no hair? Yeah. Baby's hair ain't as strong as adult hair is. You can't be doing what we do to our hair to babies. But some of these new moms, honey, they doing the most to their babies. And they really gonna be struggling when they get older. Hard. After rinsing the moisture shampoo out of the hair, you then want to squeegee as much of this nasty tap water as possible to remove things like the rust. Now, let's be clear. My product removes remnants in your tap water, and it's in all tap water, like rust. I bet you never thought that even with a filter on your faucet, you got a whole bunch of rust on your hair, and that's why your hair feels so crazy after you wash it. But like I said, you're watching me to learn new things, not things that beauty school taught you. You can go to beauty school for that. So I'm now going to give her a hydration treatment, which post-treats the tap water and removes what the tap water leaves behind, resulting in leaving the hair stupid softer, stupid manageable, and healthier, honey, than it's ever been. Yeah, everybody has a filter. That's stupid. I used to think like some people be like, oh, I drink alkaline water. Now that I did the research, all water is alkaline. So every faucet, love, has a filter on it. What do we think is going on? Here it comes. All you do is pour and rub. You don't need no plastic baggies or nothing. You don't need no hooded dryer with my approach. My product is so safe you can drink it. And you don't have no product in your possession that you can drink without having a fit, you know? It's easy to apply. You just pour and rub. Pour and rub. And the more you rub, the more distribution you're doing and distributing the product even better. And now we get to go straight back to the chair. No chaser, no plastic bags, no hooded dryer. We done here. Look at that hair. And she ain't got no relaxer. y'all can't see her. My ladies are special to me. I know it's a thing for stylists to be splattering their clients' faces all over their social media platforms, and you ain't got no media release from them. Y'all gonna get sued. So I don't do my ladies like that. So y'all ready for the black girl magic to occur? Let's go. It is 2:30. I'm gonna have her done in faster than an hour. All right, here we go. Here we go. Always detangle with a large and wide to comb. What I love about my water is, let's be truthful, there is no client that comes in with healthy hair because no one's getting their hair done every day. So there is this time that goes by that the hair changes. I don't care who you are, your hair changes. We're not fake and we're not mannequins. So our hair changes over time. So this water just, man, completely makes everything about wavy hair easier, because I've never been able to comb through black hair like this. Even with a relaxer, I was unable, and no snagging, no hair. I used to have half the darn head of hair in my comb before. I mean, it used to be a whole bunch of hair coming out into the comb, and that's not the case anymore. So some of us, we're not slow. We know when something's better, and we're okay with that. We're all right with change. We're not afraid to change. So as you see, this is a rake technique that I utilize, where I'm holding her hair down at the base. She can feel it. Where I'm pulling and tugging, but she can't feel it. There's no pain to her whatsoever. And it's the safest way to get these tangles out without hardly any hair. Now, don't let me lie to y'all. I got one. Y'all see that? But it's just more. So now, what I'm going to do with her today, which I normally do not do, is I'm going to add some oil, some mineral oil to her hair, because we are now within the month of July. It's the hottest days here, so our sweating is on 1,000. So our poofiness is on 1,000. So I use an atomizer and I use mineral oil. I will never pour oil into my hand again and add it that way. You add so much excessive oil that way, and that's how you clump people's hair together, is by putting it in your hand. So if you need the link to this atomizer, let me know. It's only $20 to purchase, and it'll really make a difference with your oil application. So now I'm just rubbing it in, because I'm going to curl her today. We're not doing a silk press. I'm going to curl her. She likes tight curls, and I'm going to do so without any rollers. I'm going to do so with a very small curling iron. So now we're going to do the blowout. feel me getting those front hairs? Feel me getting those front hairs? They're getting longer. Because I couldn't feel that before in their edges up here. Remember when I was kind of fussing, like, you're doing something at home. They're back. Yes, very cool. Okay. Yes, I like to feel that hard resistance from the quickness. No clips or no sectioning needed. You should only be doing that if you're on a mannequin, because that's the beginner stuff. And your blowouts should be completely manageable like this. I see these blowouts on social media, y'all. Y'all better call me. Have me at these hair shows teaching these stylists how to get this result. Mind you, I just blow dried her in 5 minutes. Couldn't do that with relaxers or with weave. I don't know what y'all think is better, but I ain't slow, and I'm not afraid to speak up and say, nah, that's way better, and I like that better than this. I don't care what everybody else is using. I think this is better, so I'm gonna use this. Yeah, because then I can tell you why it's better. That's why I make like $3,000 a month on my product alone. I was making money while I was in Cancun. Had orders coming in, and I couldn't even fulfill them because I'm out the country kicking it. And I got orders coming in left and right. So now we're gonna curl using this eensy weensy tiny teeny weeny curling iron. Let me give you perspective. I got all sizes. I got this one. I got this one. These two are different. Most of you only have a 1 inch, so you can see how skinty the one is I'm about to use. And plus I got this one too. So see, my clients got all these options when they want curls. I'd be like, you want this one, this one, this one, that one, and they love it. They love options. But I have learned, all right, while that's getting hot, I'm gonna go ahead and trim her in, so we're gonna start curling. Now, those of us that book with me, we don't want to be short. We don't want no haircut. We don't want no chop. We don't care about a hole. We don't care if we're uneven. We've been traumatized by the beauty school blunt chops, and we don't want that. So, women that book with me, they don't even want the trim. I had to inspire them to even trim their ends. But I have this special way of doing things where they don't get any shorter, because this is a form of pruning that I'm doing. I don't know about you all, but I'm a horticulturist as well. Very, very strong horticultural skill and knowledge and experience. And so pruning is something that we used to do to the plants every single day. It was not something you skipped or only did every 7th day. We were pruning out there looking for the deadness and looking for the weeds every day. Those that do so have the best gardens and have the best harvests. So I've also learned that those that snip their ends with someone that truly knows how to do so, because it's all about what not to cut when you're snipping and pruning and dusting. It's not all about evening everything out or making everything so much shorter. So anyway, I have found that this approach actually allows us to keep what we have. But by me pruning away only the strands that are protruding past the main form, it gets rid of that snagging, y'all. Some of us don't understand or realize that the snagging is not a product problem. Oil's not going to fix that either. You have unmanageability in your ends because you have not trimmed nor cut in quite some time. Oops, sorry about that. And I'm not saying that the beauty school chops, there's something wrong with them. They're great, they're cute. But that's not every client that wants that done. So I'm asking stylists to at least give your clients a difference. Say, would you like a haircut where you get shorter today? Or would you like a holistic trim where you don't get shorter today? And you're going to find that 9 out of 10 clients are going to say, can I please do the trim? I don't want to get shorter. Only 1 out of 10 clients are like, just cut it. It's just hair. That's not most Black women. It really ain't. You got to be young to be talking like that or live in high humidity. One of the two. Because those are the only 2 scenarios that you have a fast hair growth rate that has you talking and thinking like that, like just chop it. That's crazy to me. So I don't do it. I have inspired all my clients to understand the benefit of trimming instead of cutting. Now, I already know some clients will come in and they'll be like, nope, I don't need a trim. That's somebody that done been traumatized and she done got by the word trim and somebody removed inches off of her hair. Those are the only women that are gonna come in and decline the trim. I had to do that research. I had to ask a few ladies, why? Why would you want to skip the trim? That's like skipping the flossing of your teeth. And she said, because the last stylist that gave me a trim, she removed 1 inch off my ends. Hence how she ended up in my chair, the little stylist, and ran her off because of her inability to admit the fact that she doesn't know how to trim. She only knows how to cut. And I'm not going to go around her perimeter and clean it all up either and erase the holes unless she wants me to. That's the difference stylists got to start making. Like, just check with the client before you decide to do anything. Yeah, they asked for some braids, but you might want to check with her on what size braids, how many braids she wants, how long she wants the braids, you know? You're not supposed to just do what you want to do. I don't know why there's this misconception from behind the chair that once you get a beauty license, you can just do whatever you want to do to somebody's hair that's in your chair. No, 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 no. You do that to a mannequin. You can do what you want. You can chop and color and cut and process and do all that stuff and razor cut and do all that stuff. You don't do that to human hair. And if you are not sure, just ask the client. I promise you, if you gave a client an option and told her, what would you rather do? Would you rather have a shear job where you get shorter? Or do you want a shear job that does not make you shorter? I don't have to even guess. I've done the research with my community. My community does not like chops because we live in low humidity. We don't have a bunch of humidity here in Denver. So the hair growth is like cactuses. easier to lose your hair. It's easier to lose your hair here than it is to grow. So only someone that lives in a high humidity climate that has noticed their growth rate is super fast are the only ones hollering, chop, blunt cut, and bob me out. That's not the normal woman. That's not reality of the clients of today. It's just not. That mindset has ran most clients off, and they refuse. It's not that they can't afford it. It's not that they can't even get there. They're scared they're gonna get their length cut off. That's sad. Because they didn't say nothing about the style was ugly. They didn't even say they was bothered by having to wait 20 to 30 minutes for their session. They told me, I'm scared that they're gonna cut all my little growth progress off when I go in. And that is true. That is so true. So many stylists think, oh, I gotta cut all that off today. That's not true. You can take it off slowly. You don't have to chop it off all in one session. If I was to even this client out, she'd be pretty short. And she would be mad because her underneath hairs are much shorter than her top hairs. So by following the old beauty school approach of slicing through and blunt cutting here and then evening everything out above that, you're gonna make that client mad. She's gonna be pissed. So I found a better way, y'all. I found a different way. I furthered my education. I don't know about other stylists, but I have found better tools. I have done the research to find better and safer products. And I've also done the research at home to help my clients better with their approaches and their regimes at home. This is how I've become Colorado's premier hair growth specialist. Got new clients joining my program left and right. I'm in high demand right now. And that's only because the conditioner approach is failing us. Us anyway. Hot flashes, man. Shout out to anybody hot flashing. I know what you're going through. Here's another special point to booking with me. I'm a practitioner, I'm not a stylist. So I take photos of every single client, every single session. That's the only way we're gonna really know what's going on with our hair. Sometimes we gotta look back 4 sessions to know what has happened over time. So if somebody's not taking photos of your hair like your dentist and your doctor does, you know how they take x-rays, you're never gonna really know what your hair is really doing. You're gonna be guessing, like, yeah, I think it's growing. Yeah, girl, your hair is growing. How are you gonna know if you're not really monitoring? So in here, we monitor. Now, let me show y'all how you handle a hole nowadays, okay? You get out your phone, not your shears. You pull up your camera, okay? And you take a photo on top of a white surface so you can see the thin area and the holes, okay? Then you take the picture of the client. Make sure you wipe your lens too before you do any recording and any photo taking. Makes a huge difference in the quality of your photos and your videos. Then you show the client the photo. You don't just take the photo And what, hide it from them? No, any photo you snapping of your clients, you should be showing to your client. Like this. Now, you see the hole? Would you like for me to even it out and remove that hole, or you'll get shorter? She said, she don't want me to remove the hole. That's gonna make her shorter. She's fine with it. You're okay with the hole? Then we gonna keep it. Don't have to worry about running her off. That's all I'm saying. Start asking the client before you do that chop behind their back. Just ask them. And you'd be surprised how many women will look at you and say, I don't want to chop it. I don't want to cut it. I'm cool with my hole. I'm fine with it being uneven. That's fine. That shook me too. Because beauty school had me thinking that everybody wants this blunt bob cut. They don't. Or the Dora Explorer looks. The Dora Explorer. And they don't. Women don't like that. Maya, what's wrong with you? Now, I'm a very particular woman, so I do all the edges, not just the front, like a stylist does. I do them all. I will silk press your eyebrows if you let me. Some of my clients be like, dang, Tanya. That is true. They long enough. If I can grab them with these here fingers and get them up under here, I'm going to silk press them. Straight. So I go all the way around. No, beauty school didn't teach me to do the back or the edges. I think beauty school said I'm supposed to let y'all leave with poofy edges if I don't smear and plaster them to the skin. Smooth. Smooth as the whistle. No, I should have said a baby's booty. Now let's jump right in. I ain't put nothing but my mineral oil on her hair when I was blow drying her, but I haven't added nothing else. That makes the videos interesting. Now with this client here, not every client wants a silk press, which means they're going to be straight. In fact, older clients, they love curls. And they like tight ones too. They can't stand in loose, big curls that y'all be doing. And pretty curls, they don't like them. They want it to last. Older women are into longevity. So you're getting ready to watch me give her extremely little curls without the use of rollers. No heat protectant, no spritz, no nothing. Ooh, that's gonna look like she got a relaxer when I'm done. And I'm using a plug up. I used to waste so much time with rollers and setting lotion and that beauty school approach. Plays out. I shouldn't have said that because I learned how to do this in beauty school. So what I love about this technique is I'm pressing her and curling her at the same time. Back in the day, it used to take me all day to do some curls for a client because you have to get out all them rollers, sometimes the end papers. You gotta put them under the dryer. And pray to God they dry in an hour. That's such a waste of time. You spending on one client just waiting on the hair to dry under the hooded dryer. So I came up with this way. So much faster. The hair is even straighter. Because with them rollers, you can't get the roots. You cannot get the roots. Unless you got a fresh relaxer. That's the only time fresh curls is going to get the roots. But we don't do relaxers, so I do it this way. This technique eliminates fish hooks too. It's called the 6 curl technique. This is what you got to do when the hair is super long and you're using a curler that's this small. It's not easy to do, but there's a way to do everything. Boom. And I didn't use no product either. I used to swear to God you had to. You gotta do all that. You see how quick I made that part? That's why I love rat tail combs. I got so many white girls over on Facebook noosing me because I don't use a hair cutting comb when I'm cutting and styling. Like, Jesus. so easy. Did I thank y'all for watching me? Thanks, y'all. I love y'all. I know I'm crazy and I know I'm different. I just care about hair. That's all. I don't care about y'all's feelings. I just care about hair. That's it. That's why my business is called Tanya Does Hair. I don't do feelings or nothing. Gotta get better. check my technique, how I don't drop nothing on. Thank you, my Lana. Thanks, y'all. What's up, England? Get it. And she has no relaxer? We didn't use no conditioner? That's that my water giving this result. Y'all seen it yourself. Like, why would we go back to the beauty school way if we have a better, easier, faster, healthier way, safer way? Jeez. I don't know about y'all and what y'all want for your hair, but we want better, for sure. I think we're at a point in our lives where if somebody told us, what's up, Topeka, Kansas? Holler. Thank you, everybody. Those clips is everything, huh? I found some all gold ones because, you know, Miss Tanya love gold. Ways out. Y'all be making me go off because of them comments and everything. But if you're wondering what I'm doing, the tip of my rat's tail gets a little pokey-ish. I don't like that. I can feel it, so I know my client can feel it. So a lot of times, clients don't have to tell me to change something in order to make them better. I already know this myself, so I test my cheek. It's smooth again, so now we can go back to slicing with it. I can tell y'all, I'll send y'all some clips if you want me to. I got a whole bunch of them. So it's better than them black plastic ones. How come y'all ain't like the live? There's a lot of you guys cheating. And you're watching me and you're not liking the lives. Just for my gold clips, you should be liking the lives. Forget what I'm doing with the hair, you know. And thank you to those who have. I appreciate you. Thanks, 84. Can I get 85? I've already had over 5,000 people. Hi. Peek in here and haven't liked the live. Thank you. I'm just doing black hair without the use of conditioner and heat protectant and serums and growth serums and all that stuff that social media and YouTube swears we have to use in order to get black hair to go from this to this. You do not need all that stuff they swear we all need it. I found a better way. It's faster too. And more importantly, the clients love it. wish somebody knew some hair show owners or creators, you know, that would want to put me on stage. They gotta have a budget though, cause I ain't cheap. My press kit options, they start at $1,000 deposit. But you can hire me if you really want to wow at your hair show or want something new and different. Or you may just be a stylist that wants to give this result and be able to give curls without rollers and stuff too. Then y'all go ahead and contact me because I'm ready and I'm prepared to teach anybody that's ready to level up. Now, if you just want to stick with the beauty school basics, don't you call me now. You go on and stick with them basics. But if you're ready to level up and earn some more money, you'd like to earn $185 for a silk press service, but you got to detox the scalp and you got to use my water for them to pay that cost, let me know. Thank you. I think it's innovative, what I've done. I think it's brilliant. It's jaw-dropping. It's exclusive. Ooh, and I did it for black hair. Do you know most things that are created and established in this hair care industry are really for the white people first? I'm the opposite. I made my product for black people and then became the white folks because they use my product too, which is super dope. I got the DEI with my product because it's not just for one ethnicity, it's for everybody. It's not just for black hair, it's for white hair too. It's for Asian hair, it's for Latina hair, it's for Korean hair, England hair, Israel hair. Don't matter. Oof, these top sections are a bit challenging because they're so long. Not as easy to curl as the shorter hair, but I gets it done. No matter what. Yes, Lord. I don't think a stylist would know what to do, honey, in them short areas because it ain't like the mannequin. It wouldn't know what to do. All right, we're coming around the mountain. You guys are going to watch me how I finish her, which is totally different than how y'all may finish a client. But again, I listen to my clients and I cater to their needs. And her need is tight curls, and she wants them to last as long as possible. She's one of our elders. She ain't got time to be wrapping and blowing and protecting and doing all that we do. So throughout our journey, we have both realized the tighter the curl, the longer it lasts for her. So this is why I'm using such a small barrel on such long hair. And why I'm not going to comb her completely out. I'm actually going to style her with my fingers. Thanks, y'all, for hanging out with me. I appreciate your time and attention. Clearly tell when it ain't really hot outside because it feels really good in here. It's really hot outside. I struggle in here. We ain't got no windows or nothing right in here, so I really never know what the outside world is doing. We're all done with the curling. And now you're gonna watch me style her, which is our own special way. But I'm not gonna comb her out, but I just wanna erase the spaces and fill her out a little bit. So here we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of the mineral oil to my hands just because I'm gonna be prepping her ends. So putting it on my hands. Y'all see how I just did that like that right there that fast? Boom. Honey, baby, cookie looks really good now. She all full, y'all. Wait, hold on now. Let me get that middle section for her. Not too shabby, huh? And this is going to last her for at least 7 days before she has to do anything else to it. And she's leaving me soft. I don't add no hairspray, no nothing. She loves it. I love it too. This is how you market and promote your stuff. She loves it every time. That's good. Yes. All those beautiful, stylish, sophisticated. You look like you have a relaxer. We can't be mad at those that think we do. Like, I can understand, baby. All right, you are ready. Praise God. Oh, you're so very welcome. It is my pleasure to make you feel beautiful. You okay? Good. I'm gonna wrap up with her. If y'all would like to hang out a little longer, and we'll hold a nice little Q&A to answer all your questions, address any comments or concerns that you may have about what you just watched live and uncut. Thank you. Okay, all done. Yes. You're good. It went to your email.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yes, ma'am. Well done. Thank you so much. I'm gonna send you on, and I'm gonna give you a little minute too before I call your. And you got the notification, right, when you came? Okay, good. I'm gonna do the same thing. I don't know why my Lyft won't allow me to add you like I used to be able to. So, do you need a lot of time or a little bit of time?
20 minutes.
Alrighty, you got it. You got it. I'm gonna wait a little minute and then I'm gonna call you. Oh, your hat is so bougie. Just gonna fluff your hair. There you go.
I get compliments every time I go in the
That
store.
is awfully chic. I love how it has the top open so it doesn't make your head sweat.
That's right. Thank you so much.
It is my pleasure. I
All right.
thank you.
Okay. take
Have a
care.
good day.
I will.
Okay, so bye-bye. What an amazing session. That was hair color, so it takes a little bit longer. I usually get my clients in and out of here in 2 hours or less. But as you guys notice, or some may notice, that I don't allow anyone to really book salon services with me. That's something that we have to talk about once you get into the program. So she's well beyond her 4 sessions. She's been in my chair now for 2 years. Quite frankly, majority of my clients, they don't leave me once they book with me because they realize the value and how much more they're getting when they book with me versus anyone else. So thank you. I'm gonna get at these comments real quick. I pray you all loved the show. Hi, Leanne. I think that's how you say it. What's up, Rox? Miss Veronica, can't wait to see end product. Looks great. Thanks, Carol. And y'all heard what she said. Miss T, you better tell them. Wow, that is awesome. Thanks. Hi, Tenny. Wow, look at that. Looky here. Alrighty, I think I've seen it's too quiet. Wait a minute. We don't gossip in here. She was irritated because I was running my mouth the whole session trying to entertain y'all. But we don't talk and gossip the whole session. I play meditation music. I do things that puts them to sleep, and they love that. They love being able to come in and relax and not have somebody yapping. Like I said, I did it today to her, but normally I don't do that. We're quiet. It's relaxing. Sometimes I even turn the lights off. If they come in and tell me they got a headache, I cater that hard. But then that clearly, I think, justifies why I am who I am, and I'm on the level I'm on, making the money that I make. So I'm going to get off of here. Again, I want to thank y'all for joining me. And if you haven't already, please like the live. It helps YouTube to know that I'm doing something productive, something that's helping you all, and something that you all like. Thanks for the 107 individuals that have liked this live today. Mwah. I love you. Also, did you know down at the bottom you can scroll that bar? If you hit the thanks area or the share area and scroll, you'll see a thanks tab under here as well. You can definitely send me thanks or like, comment, and share. Listen, until next time, which I never know what time, you catch me here live at Tanya Does Hair, LLC. And again, I'm Miss Tanya Mason, your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner, coming at you live. Y'all have a great rest of your Wednesday. Deuces.